Good afternoon. My name is Lori and welcome to my channel. I know there's a lot of videos out regarding reselling and going to the bins and going to Goodwill or Savers, and I wanted to talk to you about a different type of sourcing. I have actually an unboxing I'd like to do for you today, and I bought an auction from liquidation.com, and I haven't actually opened the box yet, so this is going to be a surprise for you and myself because I only have the manifest that was available for you to look at prior to bidding. And if you're not familiar with how the auctions work, you have the option to look at, they give you like two pictures, and in those pictures you can see, basically just pretty much wrinkled clothes, like just either one item or maybe just wrinkled clothing, and you don't really know what you're really looking at. Then they give you like a manifest. They also tell you approximately the number of items that are in the actual auction that you're bidding on. You also, they give you a manufacturer's retail price, which I highly recommend that you kind of take that with a grain of salt. And with that being said, I actually have two different auction boxes that I haven't opened, but I don't know which one that I'm opening today. So, so I'm not sure which one it is, but I have both manifest here, so I can go off of either one. But the one manifest has a total of 33 items, and the manufacturer's retail price is $2,136.72. And I actually paid $89.31 for that. And that included the tax. And I did not have to pay for shipping because it is here in Las Vegas and I live very close. So I didn't have to go for the shipping. I actually was able to go and pick it up myself, which I was very grateful for because that saves a lot of money. So if you have to pay for shipping, always look and double check because the shipping can be very expensive. The second box that I have, which again, like I said, I don't really know which one it is that I'm opening, so it's going to be a surprise. But the other one is has 26 items. And I also paid $89.31. Again, that was with the tax. They also charge you a 10% like a fee. So I'm not sure exactly what I paid for the box themselves, but with the total, that was the total that I paid. So $89.31. One box had the 26 and the other one had 33. So based on the manifest, we should be able to tell which one we're opening. On the auction site, they give you a couple clues as to what you are bidding on, and the top item, they actually will give you like the name brand of the item, of like whatever the top selling, like the top retail price item is in the auction that you're bidding on. So the top one that I was bidding on in this one particular box happens to be a rag and bone item, and they say it's a Kate mid-rise ankle skinny. I'm assuming that's a jean. And they say it's a retail value, a retail price for $225. So basically we will know that if I open up a box and we somehow find a rag and bone jean, then I know that it's gonna be from this manifest. The other liquidation box is, the top item was a DL 1961 Florence, and that one is valued at $178. Not really sure what that is, so anyway, we'll just get right to it. So I'll give you a little history about myself. I've actually been selling. I'm sorry for the noise, but I'm actually ripping open the box as I'm talking. Like I said, I haven't opened any of it, so the boxes are just a standard brown box, and then I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Just typical tape. They are usually 16 by 16 by 16, so it's a nice square. And anyway, going back to about myself, I've been selling on eBay for a year, a little over a year, and on Poshmark for approximately since like November of last year. So let's see, the very first item that I'm pulling up, if you can see, it's a Zella shirt. And just so you are aware, everything that I get in these boxes needs a lot of love and attention. So as you can see, and I will zoom in, they actually like cross out a lot of the tags. So not sure, I think they do that so you can't return it, but there's a lot of damage on this particular shirt, and it's really cute. Let's see, this is actually an extra large. I'm going to assume it's well, I'm looking at it right now, and I can see that there's coloring all over the arm. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but there's actually coloring all over it. So it's kind of a flop. So this one's not going to be really worth reselling. So the second item is the same exact top and also the same exact size, and they also marked this one off as well. It doesn't seem to be in as much like the condition as bad as the other one, but it definitely seems to be it's not as damaged, but it's definitely got some discoloration on it as well. So next item is well, I think I found which which manifest it was. I believe this one is the manifest, the one that's worth $2,057.94. These are the Rag & Bone jeans, and a lot of times when you get items from the auction, you'll see some yellow taping, and I'll try to zoom in on this. I'll actually just remove the taping a little bit just so you can see, and I'll try to get a little closer. But a lot of times there's like a little stretching there. Jeans that have spandex typically do this though when they're worn or washed. So these are pretty in pretty good condition though, aside from that. So here we are. It's the third item, and these are a size 29. Again, they crossed off the label. And there are 26 items. So moving down the list, there's no particular order. I do have just some random words that they put on here to, like, for their own, I guess, accounting, but sometimes they don't really mean much to me. So the next item is a Gibson. It's a tank top, camisole tank top. It's an extra small, and basically it looks like it's just been tried on. There's just some deodorant mark here. There's no other issue with it. It's navy blue. Maybe a little makeup on it as well. So if you can see that. I'm just stacking them on the side here. There's also a Theory, almost like a knit button down. And you can see, it doesn't appear to be any issues with this. It's got a tag on it for $150. I'm not really sure if you can see that, but it's like trying to focus in. But there you go. Not really sure why they have a sticky tag on there, but and then I can show you the tag here. But so that one is like, I don't feel like anything's wrong with that. It feels like there's no stains on it. Doesn't feel like it's been worn. Well, this one on the other hand, not sure what brand it is, and it looks to me like some kind of dress, but there's definitely some stains on it. And the brand is called Dolan. I've not heard of that brand before. Let me try to focus in on that. But it's really pretty. It has some, it's extra small, and it feels like it might be linen. I'm not really sure. It is like a blend with linen, but there is some stains on it, so I will probably take this to get dry cleaned before I try to sell it, and some on the back. So, you know, that's the other downside about buying these auctions, is that you really have no idea what you're going to get and what kind of condition they're going to come in, and if you're going to have to spend any more money before you can sell them. So here's something else that I just pulled up, and it is a Sloggy bra, and it's actually looks like it's just has been tried on, and there's deodorant marks on it. So put that off to the side. And another version, I guess. But here we are. I know maybe a lot of you guys have, you know, seen a lot of videos about, you know, the bins, and yes, I have been to the bins. I have enjoyed going to the bins. I also have enjoyed going to Savers, and I love going to Savers, and I also love going to Goodwill, but I do live in the Las Vegas area, and everything is just really saturated here with a lot of resellers, and not that it matters, because there's always people donating, and there's always opportunity to find great new items. But I do, I don't know, there's something that I like about getting these auction boxes. For me personally, I like the element of the unknown. Especially if I can get them relatively inexpensive, and I'm not paying shipping. I know that 26 items for roughly $90 is not terrible. I mean, but if you're going a lot over that, then yeah, it becomes not worth it. Anyway, so I have a Zuni dress, which is a girl's brand. I'm not sure. This is supposed to be a ladies box, because you do have the option of picking like men's, ladies, or I think the children sometimes get thrown in with the men's, but sometimes they just throw random items in with the women's. But or the men's, and children sometimes get thrown in with the men's. This particular dress actually is a Zuni size 14, and it will need some tender loving care as well, as I see that there are some stains here on the bottom. So again, sometimes I wonder, like, you know, they do have returns. At the auction site, you have the ability to bid on returns, or you have the option to bid on like salvage items or like new items. But typically what I like to bid on are the returns. So some of them are, you know, returns for one reason or the other. Sometimes they're just store pull, like they're taken off the shelves for some reason, or some, you know, like, I don't know what the reasons are. Sometimes people just buy things, take off the tags, and then decide that they don't want them and then go to return them. And then the store, maybe there is deodorant on them, and then they have to, you know, end up putting them in the auction. So anyway, so here's another item that I just pulled out of the box, and it appears to be like a tank top from the brand Halogen. And if you can see, they actually sometimes cut the name, the actual label off of this one, and I was happy to see that they left the label on, but they did put a marker through it. But I was happy to see that they kept the label on this one. And again, I think there's just like some deodorant mark on here, but other than that, this is like brand new with deodorant. The next item is a Gibson brand again. This is a petite small, and if you can see, it's just another blouse in a peach-like color. And it doesn't appear like there's anything wrong with that. So there's definitely a few items in here that are, you know, in good condition, really good condition. This is a Free People Beach. If you're not familiar with that tag, I'll try to zoom in on it. I tend to get a lot of Free People items in these boxes. I'm not sure, you know, sometimes there's absolutely nothing wrong. Sometimes it's just like, maybe like the tag becomes like loose right here. But so far, this looks like it's brand new. Maybe it's just a past season. Somebody might have returned it late in the season, but this is just like a black dress. I'll try to hold it up so you can get a better look, but it's like a long maxi dress, and it doesn't appear like anything is wrong with it. And here you have it. Let me see if it has a size. So, sorry, I can't even find the, sorry, it was a medium, so. So my eBay store is Chase and Charlie, and same with my Poshmark. So if there's any of these items that you would like, you can also, you know, let me know. Or if there's something you'd like beforehand, you can always contact me. My store or my channel on YouTube is actually Chase or Charlie, because Chase and Charlie was not available. So here is another item that I pulled up, and it's Charles Henry, if you can see that label, and it is an extra small. It's actually a really beautiful dress. Nice pretty floral print. Has a belt, and doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with this as well. So I always have to go through everything. I spend a lot of time steaming, as you can imagine, because again, these are in boxes, and I don't honestly know how long items have been in these boxes. They could be in here for weeks, months, I honestly have no idea. So next item up is Free People. And this one is a size small, if you can see that. And it's a beautiful sweatshirt, very nice for the fall. And once again, it's very oversized. So just trying to give it a quick glance. Again, I don't feel like it's ever been washed or worn. So maybe just somebody returned it and try to give you a better view. Late in the season, so maybe that's kind of why sometimes these stores send them to the auction as well. So that'll be perfect for listing this time of year. Next up is a brand that I get a lot of as well, and it's called City Chic, and it's for the plus size. Let's see, so this would be the front. So it's a dress and it's black and it looks like it's a trapeze style dress. So again, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with it. I don't even see any deodorant marks or anything. So, excuse me. Well, sorry about that. Sorry for the interruption. Anytime the UPS truck or FedEx truck or well, any kind of vehicle that has a deep sounding motor drives by, my dogs tend to they get a little overreactive. So anyway, gave me a chance to drink some water and pull my hair back because I had no idea how warm this ring light was going to be. So anyway, and pull my hair back. So anyway, back to dress. Again, I didn't see any issues with it. I didn't notice any problems. So once again, lots of steaming. And moving forward, I do have a dress, again, pulling up. Next item is from Rachel. Let's see, I can't really see the tag is Rachel Parcell. And here it is. Try to zoom in. There we go, Rachel Parcell, and it is a large. And it's actually a really beautiful blue dress. And I see some little bit of like maybe got like swept across the floor of some sort, but looks like it's just like a little dirt of some. So I'll probably take it to the dry cleaner. And let's see, that was the second item on my list, and this dress has a retail value of $218, so it might be worth taking to the dry cleaners. Sometimes some things are not worth hanging on to or spending extra money on, but sometimes in order to regain, you know, your money back, you have to like put a little more effort into some of these. So here's the next item up is a dress. I don't always get that many dresses, but today I got quite a few dresses in this box. This is a socialite dress, and for some odd reason the size tag was cut out, but it's definitely on the larger size. And there is, maybe when they cut the size tag, maybe they cut that out too. There's a small little cut on the lace. So anyway, this dress seems to be like a maxi kind of dress, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna end up selling this or donating it now with that cut in the lace. So let's see. I have, the next item I have is trying to find the tag. Oh, found it. I'm holding it up backwards. This is another Free People, but I can see right now that the size tag is missing. So again, I feel like this has never been worn. It feels like more of like a linen style, like, and maybe a very mini skirt kind of dress, like very mini, if you can see. So cute, deep fat, that's the back, and it looks like it's a very deep V. So very nice. I'll have to base the size on measurements and try to see if I can still find it in the online to kind of compare, because that's a lot of times that's what I'm able to do, is find these items still online, and then I can, if they don't have the size, I can use measurements from, like, say, okay, sorry. Another truck, I guess. Okay, so I'll try this again. I'm not sure where I left off, but we'll move on. Next item up is a True bra. And again, it feels like it's new, never been worn. I'm sure it has deodorant marks on it somewhere. That's usually why they're in the box. And I have a very pink, and I love pink, but this is a Gibson, again, another box full of Gibson. This is a petite extra large dress, maxi, I'm going to assume, because, oh, and right away there is a hole. So there's definitely a few items in this box that are worthless to me, so I will probably end up giving them away or just throwing them away. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen yet. So let's see, this is a dress by AFRM, and I can tell right now that there is an issue with the zipper. So, you know, something like this, I may just, I don't know exactly what is, it just looks like it's spread a little bit here. Trying to get that into focus. So, looks like a really cute dress too. It's a shame, because it is adorable, but oh well, another one bites the dust. So, also in this box, so two, well, a sticky bra that is going to the garbage, and you can tell it's like really gross right there. Gross. And this one is a new bra, which size PD, not sure what that is. So I'm down to like the last couple items in this box. So like I said, there was 26 listed. I'm not sure if there was actually 26 in here or not, but well, here is the next one, is from ModCloth. This is the first time I've actually received a ModCloth item. Looks to be like a pretty yellow dress. Wow, this was a whole box of dresses and one pair of pants, those jeans. And kind of ruined the jeans by putting the little marker on the label, but I'll try to wash that off. Actually, tip here. When you find items that have marker on them, like permanent marker, which is what they use, I find that alcohol works really well. If you blot it, but make sure you put like paper underneath the item, and then, or a towel, and then you blot with alcohol. It will take out the ink, but if you rub it, you're gonna rub it everywhere. So be careful. Anyway, so this is a beautiful ModCloth dress with, yep, another damaged item. So here we go. So this box may have, you know, this is where I always question some of the retailers who send their stuff as returns per se. Like, I don't feel like this dress was even purchased. I feel like it came straight from the floor and they threw it in as a return. And I feel like it's my fault for not going through the box at the store, in the warehouse, because you have the option of going through the items piece by piece. And I did not do that, and it's kind of my fault, because they need to be held accountable for calling these returns, because this is like salvage goods, in my opinion. That's not like return kind of goods, you know, like there's quite a few items in here that should be considered salvaged, and maybe that's just how I see it, but that's apparently not what they see. So, this brand is an Australian brand. It's called Sea Level, and it's a bathing suit, and I've had one of these before. Not this particular like bathing suit, but nice to see though that they actually left the tag on. The last time I received one, they cut the tag off. So, which was fine, because they actually left this tag, which had the size on it for me, and so that was good, because by doing that, it kept, like, that's how I was able to identify it. But anyway, there it is, and then the Sea Level here. So these are very, you know, pretty expensive bathing suits, and it doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with this. It still has the hygiene, you know, tag in it, so I'm happy about that. And let's see. This is the last item in the box, so we'll see. What do we have here? And this is from the brand Something Navy. I've only had this brand once before, and I don't know if that focused in for you guys, but it's a size medium, and it appears to be a top. I'll try to hold it up because the buttons are not done, and I don't really want to do it while I'm you know, live here with you, but it's more like a peasant, or I'm not even sure what kind of top this is, but it doesn't seem to be holey. It doesn't have any holes in it. It's a rayon linen blend. There's buttons in the front. All the buttons are here. There's a side zipper. So this one actually might just need steaming, and it doesn't look like it's ever been worn. There, looks like it's been tried on. Like there has been some deodorant marks. Anyway, that's it for my reveal of the auction boxes. So I hope you enjoyed seeing and the surprise of my 26 items, and you know, just so you can see, this is basically how they have them listed. So when they say like assorted returns, you really have no idea what that means. And, you know, just to kind of give you an idea, they give you some resale value, but you can clearly see that what they tell you for the retail value and actually what some of these items are worth, it's not really the same. And with that being said, like you just take that with a grain of salt, and you just hope for the best. And some of these items are definitely worth reselling, and some of them are not. So thank you for watching, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up and please subscribe. Thanks. Take care.